Hey guys, welcome back to Pouring My Art Out. I have been scraping the bottom of my brain trying to come up with something to entertain you guys and teach you, and I came up with making pigment paste because I did have some leftover part A, which is what you want to use because it's the thickest, and as you can see, it's very thick. I've got about that much in this cup. And the reason I'm doing this is because I'm out of resin and I can't get any answers on where the heck it is. Said it was delivered, it was not. So I'm battling with them. And I won't get any resolution until about 8:30 tonight. Anyway, that's neither here nor there. Not your problem, mine. Anyway, so I already poured my part A, and my goal is to make a very shimmery, charcoal, silvery, shiny charcoal gray. So I have my blacks. I got two of them because you do need quite a bit. I've got my pewter, and I've got some white. Well, it's kind of an off-white, but very shiny, very shimmery. And just in case, I do have my floating silver, which I really don't want to use, but if I need to, I will. So I'm going to start with my blacks, and I'm just dumping the whole thing in, so I can always get more. And like I said, you do need a lot of mica powder. So I'm going to start with that. See how that goes. Of course, you want to mix this up really well. And you can see how thick it is already. We need it thicker. See how thick that is? It needs to be thick, thick, thick. Just like your regular pigment paste. And my goal is to make something to do some 3D blooms with this pigment paste, because I think it will be gorgeous. Of course, I'll use other colors, but that is my goal right there. All right, so I'm going to add some silver, and probably not all of the silver. See what that looks like. And it's going everywhere, as mica powder will do. And it's making a nice dark pewter, but look how shimmery. And that's really what I want. And you do need to mix this up really well, otherwise you're going to have some dry spots when you do your blooms or whatever you're going to use this on, and they will show up, and it's terrible. Done that. Alright, and that is still a little dark for me, so I'm going to add my white. Let me get this cleaned up, which is a really pretty shimmery pearlescent white. And again, not all of it. Actually, let me get my stick. But a good amount. See that? See how that is before I put it away. It's nice to be able to make your own pigment paste. And who doesn't have leftover part A? I always do, without fail. I don't know why, because I measure, but every single time there's leftover part A. All right, and I'm going to dump some more in here. A good amount. Start slowly because it did woof up. New word for today, woof up. You can see it's still a little bit runny. So we are going to have to add some more. I mean, not runny, but definitely not as thick as I want it. And definitely not as light as I want it. I definitely want it lighter. I may have to dig and get some more, either the cream color or white, which I do have. But in the meantime, I'm going to just go ahead and add all of this. I got my set of like 24 of the mica powders at Michael's Craft Store. They have quite a variety of mica powder. But this was an actual set, and they're small, but it was pretty affordable. Can't remember what I paid. I think I got like 24 or something like that. And it was like $19.99, which is not bad. Less than $1 a piece. Okay, that's looking better. You see the color? Nice pewter, silver, shimmery. And it is getting thick. And once you do this in a 3D bloom, all those colors will probably come out because they are all in here. Primarily that color. But yeah, do you see how pretty that color is? And you can't find that in a pigment paste. If you can, a lot easier. Just purchase it. But it's nice to make your own too. That way you can just customize whatever color you want. And make sure it's the consistency you want. And you get the satisfaction of knowing you made it yourself. Alright, let me see if I can find some more white, because it's not quite where I want it. I'll be right back. I'm back. And this is actually an interference gold. So that should be really pretty in there. Let's see what that does. Good amount. I have a couple of the interference gold, so I'm not afraid to use it. I'm not afraid to use you. You can see how beautiful that is. Let's see what that does. A little bit of gold with the pewter. Might be interesting. However, the color is not changing much. It is lightening up a little bit, and I'm pretty happy with this color. And Actually, I'm pretty happy with the consistency as well. You can see how thick that is. See? Just like regular pigment paste. I mean, it's clinging to the sides. It's not moving. I'm just going to give this a really good stir. Make sure everything is mixed up really well. I'm not worried about bubbles because the bubbles are going to come out when this sits. And since it is only part A and not the two-part mixture, you don't have to worry about it getting hard. Now, sometimes you may have to just heat it up a little bit, maybe in some lukewarm water, and then give it a stir before you use it in your project. But other than that, it should be fine. Okay. I'm going to close this because inevitably I will spill it. This is the container I have. It's really big for this little bit amount, but that's okay. That's what I have. And you can use little eye cream containers. Just wash them out really good to store it if you want to make this. And I suggest you try it. It's really easy. And like I said, you're already going to have part A. And I do recommend part A, although you can use part B. It's just not as thick. All right, this is stirred up really well. So we're going to go ahead and pour it in here. And you can see how nice and thick that is. That actually made a lot more than I thought it would. That's nice. I have made this in the past, and I made like a burgundy color, and it worked out really well too. It made some really pretty blooms. However, it's gone. So it's about time I made some more. So this was the perfect opportunity to be out of my resin. Get every drop of this goodness. Wow, that's really a pretty color. I can't wait to try that. All right. And there you have it, guys. Your own pigment paste. Simple, quick, custom made, any color you want to try. Just make sure you use a lot of mica powder. And just put your lid on and you're done. There you go. I will see you next time. Hopefully soon. See you soon.